Hey you guys, I haven't been on here in a while. I need to do better. Um, I said I was gonna talk about the day of surgery, so that's where I'm gonna start. So the day of surgery, it was scary. So the night before, they give you these wipes. You have to wipe your body down. So that morning, I had to wipe my body down, get my bag together, which they tell you everything to pack, and then go off to the hospital. So I'm going to the hospital. My mother, my sister, my nephew, my boyfriend's with me. And I was just so nervous because I didn't know what to expect. Like, I never spent the night in the hospital. I never had an IV. I don't know anything like that. Like, emergency room with this, then I'm home. So we'll get to the hospital. You have to go do your admission. They give your name. They have you designate a person who you want them to have the buzzer, and the buzzer tells you, tells the person who you designate your stages, like when you're going into surgery, how long you're in surgery, when you're in recovery, when you're going to be sent to your room. So I designated my mother, and so they give her a little paper. So it was quick. They called my name really, really fast. I had to be there by 8:30. They called my name really, really fast. My surgery was supposed to be at 10 or 10:30. And I got there, around I got there at 8:30. And so once they gave the paper, then they walked me over to this area, and they tell you to tell your family, give your last minute hugs and kisses or whatever. So, I did all of that. And then I went in the back. So they weigh you, you take urine, you change into your gown, and you just wait. They put you in the bed. They try to get your IV started, which I had a horrible time getting my IV started. Like, they could not find my vein. They tell you do not eat or drink past a certain time the day before, but I'm like, I've given blood enough where they at least tell you to drink water, but I didn't drink water or anything like that. I did a little bit, but not enough. So the nurse is having a hard time finding my vein. She doesn't want to poke me because she doesn't want to keep poking me. But the gown they put on you, so it's a whole row of people in there. So it's you, there was a lady across from me, there was a man, another lady next to me that was having a surgery. But it's like 6 of us in this big old waiting room waiting, and you're laying in your hospital bed. And then, so my IV was struggling. I'm just laying there, just waiting for her. I'm just thinking about a lot of stuff, and I'm just nervous. Like, oh my God, like I'm gonna wake up and I'm not gonna have a stomach. And I was just sitting there, just so nervous. Like, oh my gosh, what did I get myself into? Do I really want to do this? Maybe I could just back out right now and just tell them, no, forget it. I don't want to do it. In my mind, I was gonna do it, but you have all those emotions when you're laying there, like, I don't know if I really want to do this. Mind you, the whole 6-7 months that you're in the process, you're like, I'm gonna do this. But when you're laying there and they got the IVs in you and they got the gown on you, that I really like that gown. It was like warm, like you was able to control the temperature. I really like that. And you just, like, your nerves are just getting the best of you. And I'm just laying there, there's nobody back there with me. I don't have my phone, and I'm just laying there like, when are they coming to get me? I'm watching the clock. When are they coming to get me? Anesthesiologist comes downstairs. He's speaking as like a doctor. He is, but he's just saying all of this. Da, 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 da. When you get in there, we're gonna do this, and when you wake up, you're gonna have another IV in you, and da da da. I'm like, okay, okay. So I'm just like, let's just get this over with. So the lady in front of me, she was there for a while. Then they rolled her out. And the nurse kept checking on me, like, once your doctor comes, then you only have a couple of more minutes. So that's the only thing I was waiting for. I was just waiting for my doctor to come, because I knew once he came, because everybody else doctor who came, they went to the back to the operating room quick. So I was just waiting for him to come. Every time the little, curtain went back and it was the nurse, I was just like, Like, where's my doctor? Like, I was so ready to get it over with. Like, I don't even check on me no more. Just the next person that pulls this curtain back, I wanted to be my doctor. Then the nurses started coming like, oh, you're still here? And I'm like, what do you mean? Am I still here? Yeah, I'm still here. Am I not supposed to be here? Wait a minute. Did somebody mess up my paperwork? And he started like, why would she say that? But you know, because everybody else was really leaving. Like, the person across from me, diagonal, was a lady. She left and she went off to her surgery. Another man was rolled in. He was talking about how he lost weight and all this other stuff. The lady next to me, she was here and she was telling, you know, her situation. She rolled off and left. The lady in front of me rolled off and left. And I'm like, did they forget that I'm back here? Because I'm the only one back here. My starting four that I was in here with are now gone. So my doctor finally came. He asked me, like, are you okay? Are you ready? You know, I'm like, yeah. He was like, you know, there's been a delay in getting the surgery room because another surgery ran over or whatever. And I'm like, okay, cool. So after he left and he went up, like, I say no more than like 10 minutes, you know, then they pulled me back. But while I was waiting, my nurse was really nice. Her name was, I had a lot of C nurses. I had a Carla, a Connie, and another C name. She let me call my mother, and I was able to speak to my mother and my sister and tell them I was okay and it's delayed. And my mother's like, I'm wondering because I'm watching a pager and you were supposed to be in surgery at 10:30 and you're not in there. And it was like going on like 11:15. And she's like, I'm, you know, watching this buzzer and I'm asking about you and they're not telling me that they're telling me you're not in surgery. And she's like, I'm just getting nervous. I'm like, Ma, just calm down. It was a delay, you know, another surgery ran over, all this other stuff. So they come get me, they're rolling me down the hallway and I'm like, this is it. It's no turning back. There's no turning back. So they're rolling me. I get to the elevator. You know, I see other people and you know, the man who's rolling me is talking to the people. So I get off the elevator. Another lady, a nurse, you know, she comes and she takes over rolling me. I don't know why that happened. So then I'm rolling down this hallway. And I'm asking her questions because I'm nosy. And I'm like, all these are operating rooms? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, so this surgery's going on right now while you rolling me down this hallway. So it's like a long hallway. It's the operating room here, operating room here, operating room here. It's like 10 or 15 operating rooms. Like, you just rolling down this hallway and all these rooms with these bright lights is somebody getting operated on. And I was just like, wow. Like, okay, this is not what I expected, but I don't know what I really expected, but I didn't expect like that. So they roll me down to my operating room and they get me in there and they, you know, tell me to help move over to the operating table, which is cold. So the nurse is like, you know, how you feeling? And I'm like, okay. And she's like, your cheeks are really rosy. And I'm like, are they? Like, I have blush on? And she was like, yes, and started laughing. Like, you're silly. And then a man came over. He strapped my arm down like this. I was out. He strapped my arm down. It was like the nurse talked to me about my cheeks being rosy. I remember my arm going like this. Because I guess they strap you down in surgery. I didn't know that they do that. This arm strapped down. That mask came on. I was out. That was it. That light was so bright and big. But I was like, this is the real deal. I woke up in recovery. Now, when I woke up in recovery, I just wanted to sit up. I was like, oh, I just want to sit up. I just want to sit up. And the lady's like, you know, don't move. You know, I'm going to sit you up. And I'm like, I just want to sit up. I'm not comfortable. I'm not comfortable. I just want to sit up. I just want to sit up. And so the man next to me, I guess he was younger, maybe. He could have been my age. I don't know. But he woke up from his anesthesia feeling a different way. He was screaming, telling his mother, why are you letting him do this to me? Or whatever. I was like, ooh. I just woke up and I just wanted to sit up. I felt like I was still laying down. I just wanted to sit up. And then the nurse lifted the bed up and I just kept telling her, whispering, like, I want to sit up. I just really want to sit up. And she was like, you're sitting up. And I was like, oh, okay. And then she, you know, my mother wanted to come back to the recovery room, and she was like, "There's too many people back here, so I can't let your mother come back." And I'm like, "Okay, I know my mother's probably going off that she can't come back there, but you know." So I'm just real drowsy. I'm still, you know, drugged up. I finally get up to my room. My mother, my family's all there, and I just see them, and I just remember my mother just like patting my head, like, "How you feeling, baby? Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I'm okay. I just want to sit up." And my mother's like, "You're sitting up." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So then I want to show everybody my incisions. I'm like, you want to see my incisions? You want to see my incisions? My mother's like, "Yeah, let me see." So I'm showing everybody my incision. Like, everybody that came to see me saw my incisions because I felt like everybody needed to see them. I don't know why. But I was in and out of sleep. Like, I'll start talking to them, then I'll fall asleep. I start talking to them, I'll fall asleep. And the people that did come see me, I remember my coworkers came, my friend Jazz came. Now, if anybody else came, I'm sorry, I don't really remember. My friend Kiana came. But I was really like out of it. I slept good. I'm telling you one thing, that sleep is amazing. The surgery he said was like 45 minutes, an hour, but I slept good. I woke up well rested. So surgery wasn't too bad. I had gas. I wasn't in a lot of pain. I was expecting to be in a lot of pain because that's what I heard different people say. I wasn't in a lot of pain. I did have gas. I was thirsty, but even drinking was not too easy, but I still drank. But the ice pop saved my life. When they give you these freeze pops, you're gonna love them. Like, they were the best thing smoking. Like, I asked for an ice pop. I got on the nurse nerve. Then the little things they put on your legs to prevent blood clots. I loved that. Like, it was so comfortable for me. And I just had to keep going to the bathroom, and that just kept bothering me because I had an IV in this arm for pain, and I had an IV in this arm, you know, just a regular IV. So when it was time for me to go to the bathroom, it was like the nurse would come help me. That wasn't a problem. I had a great nursing staff at the hospital. Like, every time I rang, they came. I didn't have to wait or nothing. And I just was like, I'm tired of calling them, like, to unhook me so I can go to the bathroom. And I was really going to the bathroom, I feel like, every 5 minutes. And the nurses really didn't bother me. You know how people say, oh, the nurses come in, check your vitals and do this. They really didn't do that much. They let me sleep. I did have to walk. But for the most part, they didn't really harass me. If they did, I don't know. Could have still been in drugs. I was asleep. But so I learned how to unhook myself. And then I'm like, I get back from the bathroom, like, I can't even put this stuff back on. So I had to call them so they can come help me. And I'm like, and I kept saying to the nurse, "I'm so sorry. I gotta keep calling." And my room was right outside, like, the nurse's station was right in front of my door. And she's like, "It's okay. That's what we're here for." And I'm like, I'm just tired of calling y'all. Like, I keep having to go to the bathroom. And then one of the nurses, she didn't want to turn my leg compression things on. Like, "You don't need them anymore." I'm like, "No, I like the way they feel. So I want you to hook them up. I like them." So that was the day of surgery. The pain really wasn't bad for me. So I can't, I'm not gonna exaggerate. Like, I did have some gas. I had discomfort. Like, I couldn't lay the way I wanted to lay, because I like to lay on my side, and I really couldn't do that. And that's the only thing I can really say when it came to surgery. Like, it went really quick. It wasn't, that painful for me. Tish_Phoenix. The day after, when my best friend was walking me, and she's comical. So you guys are like, I was walking, to get the gas out and everything like that. So you all can check that out. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Surgery wasn't really, bad for me. I mean, I was a little nauseous, but that's it. And it wasn't too bad. Even the day after, I had to, make sure you drink your 4 ounces an hour. That was okay. I just didn't like the fact that I had to drink Tylenol. and drink my cups. Like, the Tylenol was taking place of my 4 ounces of my other stuff. But I still got it down. I was able to leave the next day. So I was only there for one day and I left the next day. But that's really it. I mean, don't get discouraged. You will be laying in that bed possibly the day of, like, I don't know if I want to do this. But you know in your mind that this is what you want to do. But you know, this, you're like, this is the real deal. Like, this is about to go down in a couple of minutes. Like, I'm going to wake up with no stomach. And I woke up like, what did I just do? I was looking at my incisions like, my stomach is really not in my body anymore. That's how it really was. But, you know, if you have any questions, comments, or anything like that, just leave them below. I'll answer any questions that you all have. But I know it's been a while. The day of surgery, so I'll be back with another video for like my first 2 weeks out. Or if y'all have a video that, or questions if y'all want to ask me, or if you want me to make a special video. But I could do that. Just let me know. Comment below. Subscribe. Thank you. Bye.